it's me again, Emily. Welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, we'll be asking the question of what's next in career and finance. And this video is the part 2 because on Monday I recorded what's next in your career and finance part 1, obviously, but I didn't have the right amount of energy for that reading, and I feel a calling to do this second recording. So here we are with 4 groups. I have good amount of energy to record this time round, and let me just say I wrote down loads of messages for each group, and my visions are just picking up. So there's loads of visions that I've been having. So they may not make sense, but I'll do my best to decode them, basically. Yeah, so we have 4 groups as usual. If you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, you can book a personal reading in the calendar link. Just click on the reading, and if you can't see a time that's right for you, email me or DM me on Instagram, just so that we can talk about a time that's right for the both of us. My email is linked in the description box along with my Instagram account and the timestamps for each reading. So over here we have group 1, group 2, group 3 and 4. So I'm just going to hold up each card. Group 1, group 2, group 3, and group 4. If you feel called to watch the first video I put out on your career and finance, as there may be a message in there for you. If not, then continue with this reading. Choose more than one group if you wish. If you don't hear a message in your group for you, then keep watching. There may be a message in there nearing the end, but if not, carry on to another reading. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, and out, 2, 3, 4, to find which group is for you. Pause this reading if you must, and let's get to group 1. Hi group 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me. And if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my Calendly is linked in the description box, so just click on the reading. And if you can't find the right time for you, then email me or DM me on Instagram, and we can choose a time that's right for the both of us. Alright, so this is what's next in your career and finance. So before I started recording, I wrote down some messages. While I was shuffling some cards, I didn't see any cards, and I was seeing a load of visions, basically. So I wrote down what I saw in the visions, and I did my best to describe and go in depth. But I'll describe more as we go into it, and I'll see what the cards are saying as well. So if you don't resonate with what's written down, then carry on with the cards, but I will be integrating what I wrote with the cards. Okay, so group 1. I'm seeing you being good with your hands. At first I was seeing myself shuffling cards, but my attention went to my hands. I then saw a meeting room. One message I got from, I got 2 messages from this vision. So the first message is to get into the creative field, working with your hands as a builder, carpenter. I'm getting the word magician, so you may be really good with your hands, so make sure to really utilize your hands in that way. And the second message is maybe you're good at selling products. People like to listen to you because you seem gifted at it, you're good with your words. I'm seeing the magician card. You have the confidence and the presence. Now is the time to utilize it all, especially your knowledge. It was really interesting while I was shuffling, and I was seeing myself shuffling. It was like, yes, I was shuffling. I was closing my eyes too, because I usually just close my eyes while I'm shuffling for messages. And it just felt like I was, even though my eyes were closed, I was seeing myself shuffling. and it was like a camera was zooming out, so then you could see more to the situation, and then it was like it wasn't me, I was someone else, in a boardroom giving meeting trying to sell something. So maybe I'm getting like a car salesman or something like that, just um, having the gift of the gab, a gift of selling, a gift of talking, but you're speaking the truth. um, there may be, I don't know why I'm getting these messages, but there may be, you may end up in some companies where they fabricate what they're selling, so just be careful of that. You need to just tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth while you're selling something, because they seem to be like, oh, you can buy this, oh, it's amazing, I use it myself, when in fact you don't use it yourself, and it just falls apart so easily because it's cheaply made or something like that. Just be careful of that, is the message I'm getting from that. But in other ways, this type of career field will be good for you, just selling stuff. I don't know why I'm getting this, like a door-to-door salesman, something like that. Not that you'll have to be, not that this message will resonate with you, but I'm just getting a load of messages of selling something. Alright, so let's see what we have with the carrots. And what was the other message? But the more I talk, is the less I'm feeling about the creative work focus, but take what resonates anyway. So we have 10 of Swords. Okay, yeah, so I'm getting that you may be stuck right now in the job that I just described, where you're fabricating how you're selling something. So you're saying, oh, I've used this mist myself, it's the best thing I've ever used, when you've never used it before, and you're kind of stuck in that. Maybe you're stuck because your financial situation isn't amazing right now. And then we have Temperance. Yeah, you may be feeling a bit stuck at the moment in where you're working, what you're doing. I don't know why I'm getting this, but it's like you're all talked out. Maybe you talk about leaving your job a lot of the time, but you don't leave it. Interesting. What I'm seeing with the Temperance card, it's kind of like working with what you have and seeing how it will work out in the long run, if it will work out, because Temperance is all about trial and error. Temperance is all about healing as well. So maybe you're going through the process of trial and error, and some things don't seem to be working, and that's why you're probably stuck. But I'm seeing though, with the Temperance card, the Temperance will always find a way to get things into balance, get things to work in the best way possible. Wow, 3 of Swords. Yeah, you're all talked out. It's like I'm getting the words done in, you're exhausted. And it's like you need to find your way out of this situation. But I'm seeing you will with the Temperance card here. It's just about healing yourself after you feeling done. Yeah, release. Wow. I like that we have the Judgment card after the 10 of Swords, because you are finding your way out of this situation. It's, what's what I'm getting here? Repressive. This job was repressing you. This job is or was holding you back, holding you down, and it's like, how am I going to get up from this? I'm stuck in this place. I'm going to be stuck forever. It may seem like you're stuck forever, or you will be stuck forever, but I'm not seeing you'll be stuck forever. It's about releasing. And then we have 7 of Wands, and this The Six of Pentacles. Yeah, there's the financial situation. It's kind of like you're putting all of your energy into your work. You're putting all of your energy into doing the best that you can with the information that you have, with the money that you have, with the energy that you have. But you're not getting what you need. You're not getting what you deserve. You're not getting the right amount of pay. And that's really tough, I'm seeing here. And it's not fair as well. It's almost like you need to find your way out of this situation. Find your own path. Because with the Three of Swords, it's like it's time to move on, it's time to leave. The Three of Swords is also about separation, so you are separating. The Three of Pentacles, it's like you are working together with others. I'm hearing the message of teamwork makes the dream work. So what have you been dreaming about? How can you work on it? How can you make your way into that direction that you've been wanting to go into? And who can help you along the way? Because you need to get up. You need to get up and get going. Because the longer you stay down, it's the harder it will become to make your way into this new job or this new financial situation. The longer you stay down, it's the longer it will take to heal from the situation. And you'll get so burnt out because this Seven of Wands is fighting and fighting against everything that's against him, basically. And it's like, how much longer can you fight for, you know? I'm also getting the words counselor as well. So I don't know if some of you are counselors and you're supporting people working through their problems, stuff like that. They feel stuck and then they come to you and they find their way through. Yeah, they find their way through. Lovely. I hope that made sense because I felt like I was going all over the place then. These channeled messages are really coming through today. But let's see. What other things, what's next in group one's career? Queen of Wands. Oh, and the Magician. I saw the Magician and you being confident. You have the Six of Pentacles and the Fool. Yeah, it's time to make your way out of where you are currently. I don't know if you've been trying or you've given up, like the Ten of Swords. But I'm seeing here, don't give up on yourself. This is very similar to the recording I did before and uploaded to my channel about career and finance in the first group as well. I was getting the message of don't give up on yourself. You are worth so much more. Wow. As I wrote down here, I'm seeing the Magician card, which we have here. You have the confidence and the presence, which the Queen of Wands has the confidence and the presence, as well as the Magician having the confidence and the presence. Now it's time to utilize it all, all that you know, all that you do, especially your knowledge. So the Six of Pentacles holds a lot of knowledge, and this person is giving the knowledge, the confidence and everything else that you possess so freely. And it's like you're not regretting it, you're not holding yourself back, you're not holding yourself down, because you know a lot, you have a lot within you, you have so much energy within you, but it's just, you're running out of steam right now, and you need to get up from that. And you need to concentrate on what's worthwhile, not on what's holding you down. Oh, excuse me, there's a fly in here. So it's like, what's holding you down? It's like asking yourself the question, if you've given up on yourself, then why am I so down? How can I get back up again? How can I put in tiny steps so I can make myself feel better again? So that I can work on what I want to work on. Because I'm seeing here you have healing abilities, you have a strong presence. I'm hearing life is getting you down maybe, but you need a career that really lights you up inside. I feel like I didn't finish up what I was saying most of the time there, but these are the kind of messages that are coming through when I'm channeling. It just all gets a bit jumbled, so just bear with me, sorry. So what's next in your career? What's next is you concentrating on what really matters, what brings you confidence, what puts you in a space of giving and being able to be yourself and being able to take more risks. You haven't been able to take risks. Don't be risk averse. I'm getting the message of you have to get to where you want, to get to what you want, you have to risk certain things to get to where you want to be. That's a message that I'm getting right there. But I'm hearing as well, you need to believe in yourself. Maybe you've lost the belief in yourself about getting up and going into the direction that you want with your career. And maybe that's all because of your financial situation. Your money seems to be going lower and lower. And it's like no matter how much you try, no matter how much you work, you're still in the same boat. So it's like, what more can you do? What can you do differently? Sorry, not more can you do? Because it's like if you do more, you'll burn yourself out even more. Oh, I'm hearing what less can you do so that you can make room. Oh, so that you can make room to manifest the career that you actually want, to actually work on what really makes you feel enthusiastic, happy, confident, and you're vibrant within that. I'm hearing don't settle for less. Don't settle for less than you deserve, that you want, because you will work a lot. You have the potential to go so far in your career, to build things up slowly but surely, like the Temperance. I don't know what I'm getting with this card, but the Knight of Pentacles. The Knight of Pentacles builds things up slowly but surely and has the patience to go the distance. And you need to be patient, you need to go the distance. Don't give up on yourself, Group 1. Whew. Excuse the cars outside, it's very noisy today. Okay, so some of you may have, maybe at a crossroads, you maybe have a decision to make right now, and it's like, how am I going to fit this in with what I'm doing now? How's that going to work? What's that going to look like? How can I even balance between these two kind of options? And it's kind of making you feel like you're stuck. You don't know what to do. But I'm seeing here you can make it work. Oh, that's probably why I was saying, what was it? Did I say something about sacrifice earlier? Something about risk. Yeah, risk. You have to risk something so that you can get to where you actually want to be in your career and finance. So it's like, what can you leave behind? What can you stop doing so that you can actually bring into form something that actually makes you so much happier and vibrant, brings in more money and finance? Wow, these messages are really coming through. Peaks of joy. Okay. You need to move towards something that makes you so much happier, that makes you feel joyful. Because right now it seems really lackluster. It seems like you're burning the candle at both ends, and that's not sustainable. Ooh. Goblins. And education, yeah. It just seems like you're really going through a lot right now. And it's bringing up all sorts for you, all sorts of negative thoughts, all sorts of thoughts of, oh my gosh, I can't manage. Oh my gosh, how am I going to get through this? Oh my gosh, it's like you're drowning in your thoughts. Yep. It's like you're drowning in your thoughts. Because this job is no good, it brings up the negative side of you. It brings up the side of you that you'd rather not be or even become. And it's like, how you can get out of this is educating yourself. Maybe it's time to go to uni, go to school, college or uni to learn something different so that you can put yourself on a higher level, so that you can go for higher level jobs, like higher paying jobs. Or maybe just look around, maybe do your searching, job searching, and compare the jobs, compare the pay. How is it going to look for me? How is this going to improve? How am I going to improve in this job? Is it going to take me further than this job I'm in now? Something like that. But you're just at a crossroads. You have to see how options fit with you before you make a decision and go towards it. But with the Judgment card in the middle of the spread, it's looking like you are going to have a release from this Ten of Swords moment where you're stuck. Even though things may seem a bit difficult after that Judgment moment, after that releasing moment, it's like it's almost like you're still going to be fighting your way to get to where you want to be in your career and finance, but you took a risk, and that's what happens when you take a risk. You'll be in a different position, but you'll be working towards what you want in the long run with the Magician cards. The Magician card is the manifester of the deck, and it's like your manifestations may come in tomorrow, next week, next month, or it may come in 6 years, 7 months, something like that. But as long as you work towards it slowly and patiently, like the Temperance card, then it's like you'll get there when you're supposed to get there in your career. Wow. Not that this will come in the next 6 years, but maybe it's like slowly coming in the next 6 years. Like these slow little changes, but there's still changes nonetheless to get you where you need to be. Oh. And then what other messages do we have here? What's next in Group 1's career and finance? We have worthwhile. Life is not about being taught a lesson for getting something wrong. It's about having an experience that adds richness to your life. All that's going on now and all that's going to happen after is adding the best things to your life. Even though it may seem difficult at first, you won't reap the benefits for the next few weeks or even months or years, as I was saying before. It's going to add something to your life rather than take away. And what can you learn during the process? Okay, let's see. Faith. Loving and letting go is not only one of the most challenging things we can do, it's also the bravest. Take a deep breath. Take big deep breaths and know this is right. I heard as I saw the faith card, have faith in the process. This is all about the process. It's not about when you get there. It's all about the lessons you learn along the way. It's about the skills you learn along the way. Yeah, the things you learn along the way. It's about how you manage your energy along the way. But you're doing this for yourself. You have to do this for yourself. You can't give up on yourself. Just take deep breaths and know it's the right thing for you to do. Ooh, powerful. Exhaustion. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long term and worth every oh my gosh. Let me read that again, group 1. I'm like, oh my gosh, along the way, calm down. Long and challenging as this journey is, it is worth the struggle. The results are long term and worth every sacrifice made along the way. You have to take risks and sacrifice certain things so you can get to where you want to be. It may seem long and challenging with the 7 of Wands, but challenges are there to be overcome. And you will overcome your challenges. Yeah, it may seem oh my gosh, I can't talk. It may seem to be exhausting, but it's all a learning process. You need to trust in the process. Caution: there is no truth behind this farce. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closer, and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. So goblins, your thoughts, your overwhelming thoughts or whatever are all illusions. Yeah, so sorry if this may seem like I'm invalidating your experience, but sometimes thoughts are there to be like an illusion. Thoughts are there to hold us back. Thoughts are there, like, where did those thoughts even come from? It's like how you think every time something bad happens, but it's not really as bad as it seems. It's like trying hard to see the truth of a situation. Don't be bogged down by your thoughts. You have to find your way out of it and out of this current situation that you find yourself in. And then let's get to your last cards. We have Cobweb. Protected from negative forces beyond your control. Yeah, it's like you're stuck with this cobweb card here, with this cobweb in the card, sorry, and with the 10 of Swords here as well. It's like cobwebs are very sticky, so you may feel like you're stuck where you are in your career, but you're really not. It's all an illusion, like as it says here. Elephant: a long journey, either physical or mental, will leave you wiser at the end. This will be a long journey, but what can you learn along the way? You will be wiser for it. It'll be worth the battle, but you have to go through it to get to where you want to be, group 1. Oh my gosh, I'm getting really preachy here, but you gotta do it. You have to. Hammock: taking a vacation physically or mentally. Yeah, take a little break, even if that's a holiday, even if that's resting on your settee, watching films, something like that, just so you can rest, recuperate, heal with the Temperance card. You need healing from where you are now, from the situation that you're in now, from the career that you're in now. Egg: success assured with good plans and hard work. This is going to be hard work, but you need to plan things out. If you want to build a nest egg for yourself, you have to take risks. You have to compromise. You have to do what you got to do what you got to do to get to where you want to be. Of course, you got to don't do things that go against your values, your morals. It's just all to get to where you want to be. And like this, like, come on, group 1, you can do it. Younger man, dealings or relationship with a younger man. So you may be someone who's younger and you're trying to find your way in life. You're trying to find what's best for you in your career. It's like, what do I do now? What do I do now? But you'll get to where you want to be in the end. Beau: you are highly thought of. I heard from this, tie up loose ends. What loose ends do you need to tie up before you move into this new stage of your life, new career field. Like, what do you need to tie up at work? Do you need to tie up things with your bank? I don't know what it is, but something to do with that. So what's next in your career is you taking some time off to rest, recuperate. What's next is you're at a crossroads, you don't know what to do, and you have to make a decision. So it's like weighing things up. How is this going to fit with my life's plan? How is this going to work with everything that I have to do now? Maybe what's next is for you to study more, go into studying, go to uni, college, school, whatever it is, and take risks to get to where you want to be with your career. Wow, the messages really came through there, group one. Alright, I'll reread this, and that will be the end of your reading. So group one, I'm seeing you being good with your hands. At first I was seeing myself shuffling cards, but my attention went to my hands. I then saw a meeting room. One message, well, two messages I got from that is, one message is to get into a creative field working with your hands as a builder, carpenter. I'm getting the word magician. Second message, you may be good at selling products. People like to listen to you because you seem gifted at it. I'm seeing the magician card. You have the confidence and the presence. Now it's time to utilize it all, especially your knowledge, because you know a lot, group one. Alright, so that's what I'm saying for you, group one. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to support my channel, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye. Hi group two, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me. So, and if you'd like a more in-depth personal reading, my Calendly is linked in the description box, so you can book a reading through there. And if you can't find a right time for you, then email me or DM me on Instagram so we can discuss the right time for the both of us. Okay, so group two. I don't know why I'm talking really fast. I'm really speeding up right now. I feel like maybe you are in a space where you are using your throat, you are talking a lot in your work, but that's not what I wrote down here. But maybe you're using your voice a lot and you need to get straight to the point. So then your way of doing that is to speak much quicker. So I don't know if that's going to resonate with you, but here we go. So I wrote down some messages here. So I was seeing so many different visions. The visions really came through, and in group one, I felt like I was going all over the place with the messages. So I apologize if they are all over the place. It's just when you're channeling, it's like it still jumbles up. So I'll do my best to try and go slow. So yeah, I wrote down some messages before I started recording. If these messages don't resonate with you, then continue on with the cards. But I will be integrating what I wrote in the cards. So group two, I'm seeing kids around you. Maybe you'd like to be a nanny, a pediatrician, a midwife, a nursery nurse, anything to do with children. Or alternatively, it would be ideal for you to go back to revisit your childhood dreams. Have you fulfilled what you wanted to do? If not, what has gotten in your way? Is it still possible to pursue this? How can you pursue it? So your childhood dreams, group two, or you're working with kids, or you will be working with children. I feel like there'll be a big reason for you why you will be working with children. And it's almost like you'll be holding space for them. It's like you're allowing them to be their true selves. I'm getting maybe even a social worker, putting them into a safer place before they'll be housed into a better place. Okay, but yeah, childhood dreams. What did you want to do as a child? If they are applicable now, can you get back into that, or get into it? What got in your way? How did you steer so far off that path? And what exactly are you doing now? Is it fulfilling? Is it something that you can do for the long term? Okay, yeah. These cards don't want to come out for you. Group 2. 9 of Swords and the Knave of Chalices. Okay. I'm hearing this job that you're in now may be a bit of a headache for you. Maybe it's just not resonating with you. Yeah, not resonating with you. And it's like a lot of sleepless nights thinking about it, keeping you up at night, maybe having nightmares about your work, what you're doing now. Or it could be that you don't know what you want to be doing. You're in a job now where it's not fulfilling, but you don't know what you want to do with your life, in your work. I'm getting here, pay attention to your dreams, because your dreams will lead you to something unfamiliar. I'm getting here, listen to your intuition. What does your intuition lead you to? And this Knave of Chalices. It's like going back to your childhood dreams, as I wrote down here. Oh my gosh, yeah, going back to your childhood dreams. As I was saying, you may be having nightmares, so that's really tied to your dreams. What were your childhood dreams, and how can you get back into that? Yeah, I just saw the moon subconscious. So, what were your childhood dreams? Okay. I feel like there's so much that you can do, but it's like maybe you fear about going down that road. Maybe you feel like it's going to take too long to get there, so I'll just stay where I am, even though I'm anxious where I am, even though it's just a headache where I am, even though I can barely sleep. But this is so much easier than going in that direction. Maybe it'll take you years to get into it. Maybe it'll take you years to study. And it's like you're thinking too much about it. You're too much in your head about it. Even in this group, I'm getting the message of don't give up on yourself. We have the 10 of Pentacles and the 2 of Wands, yeah. And then we have the Tower. Oh. This is really interesting. I'm feeling really confused by this. Maybe you're feeling confused, and that's what I'm picking up. Because with the 9 of Swords, this is a lot of confusion. And maybe you're going through a lot right now. You're going through a Tower moment where everything just seems like, what am I doing? Why is this happening to me? This is a nightmare. All of this is like really coming back to dreams and fear. There's just some sort of fear here that you're not going to achieve what you want out of this life. And you're really thinking about, what am I doing now? What's next? Oh, some big energies here, group 2. Because it's like, don't close your eyes to what you can do. Don't close your eyes to what's happening in the here and now as well. Because this may be something that's really big that's happening in your career. But it's for the best with the 10 of Pentacles. Because it's like you're heading in the direction of feeling financially secure. Because with the Tower and the 10 of Pentacles, this is for your best interest. It's getting you to look at what you want in life. Getting you to look at where you're wanting to get to in life. Even looking back at your childhood dreams. I don't know why I'm getting the words existential crisis, but it's kind of feeling that way. It's like, oh my god, what am I doing now? What am I doing now? Maybe you're just feeling flustered a lot of the time, especially with the Nine of Swords. But I'm just getting with the Tower card and the Two of Wands and just everything that's going on after the Tower. It's like you're on the right path. Now let's get some more information with the Light Seers Tarot deck. Oh, the Devil. There's just a lot of fear here. Maybe you feel that you're not going to end up where you want to be. The Six of Swords. Maybe you're holding on to the past, and the Six of Swords is saying to move on from the past. The Knight of Cups. And the Seven of Swords. Okay, these cards really want to be read, so I'm going to keep shuffling. Just be careful that you don't end up in places that don't... It's not what it says on the tin. At first it may seem like, oh, we do this, we do that, we have good customer service, we are so amazing at what we do, but then we have the Devil card and the Seven of Swords here, and it's like not everything is what it says on the tin. So make sure you really do your research, especially that we have the Two of Wands. It's like looking at what you want in the long term, and with the Knave of Chalices as well, it's like, look things up. Look at reviews. Yeah, look at reviews, because it's like they're hiding information from you. I did see the Moon card, I think. Yeah, I got the Moon card here when I was shuffling the Tarot of the New Vision. So it's like not everything is just as it seems. So it's like, be careful not to end up in a career, in a job, in the next job where it will cause a Tower moment. Or this is like going on now. It's like you took a job and it seems like it was selling all flowers and roses and it's going to be good, it's going to be amazing. But then it turns out that it wasn't what it seemed. And it's like you're in a toxic environment right now and you need to get away from it with the Six of Swords. And find offers that really are beneficial for you. And don't forget to look at reviews. Oh, so much heaviness here. But what else can we get for you, group? Okay. Am I going to use all of these cards? I think so, yes. Okay. There's so much that you can be doing. There's so much out there for you. It's just that you have to put yourself out there more so that you can go after the jobs, after the career that is best suited for you. Maybe you're a content creator and you need to put yourself out there, but it seems like a difficult task, but it has to be done because you got to think of the long term with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles. It may take a few years to build your following up, but it's something that will be beneficial for you. And then we have the Justice card. Things will be going back into balance. It's like you're coming out of this toxic situation here. The place that you're in now is quite toxic, and things will be balancing itself out. I'm hearing here as well, don't lose your temper. Because you're not in the best headspace right now, you're not in the best place right now, be careful not to lose your temper at work, because it seems like it will go against you. We have the Four of Cups. Don't overlook opportunities, because with the Four of Cups, it's like, oh, I've been there, done that. Oh, I'm so bored where I am right now. I can't afford to be looking at other opportunities and other jobs. But you can. Not every job out there is like the job that you're in now. Put yourself out there. Send out your CVs. Go to job fairs, something like that. Because there are better opportunities out there for you. Something with long-term potential. You need to you need to move on from the situation that you're in now, this job that you're in now, just so things can come back into balance. Don't make any hasty decisions though. Don't make any hasty moves until you feel ready. The Five of Wands is taking up a lot of your energy. It's taking up a lot of your mental state, your mentality, and taking up a lot of your energy to stay in this place that you're in now, the world. There's so much goodness out there for you. There's so much that you can be doing. It's just that you have to put yourself out there more. If you're a YouTuber, put yourself out there more, post more videos, be more honest about the struggles that you're going through. And the right people will come to you. I feel like those messages were all over the place, but those are the messages that I'm getting right now. Yeah, don't make any hasty moves right now. You have to move methodically. You can't just rip off the band-aid is what I'm getting here. Take your time. I'm getting the Knight of Pentacles. I got that in group 1 as well. I didn't pull the card, but that's the kind of card I'm getting right now. Move slowly. While you're looking for a new job, something like that. Or maybe you're just in a deep freeze at the moment. Maybe it's been like this for a long time. Things have been feeling a bit stagnant. And you want movement in your career. Some other things. Mountain. You can't get to where you want to be career-wise overnight is the message I'm getting here. We have a mountain here, and this is, it may seem like this journey isn't worth it. Okay, as I was saying before, maybe you're fearing the journey to get to where you want to be, so you'd rather stay where you are now, just so you don't have to do the hard work, just so you don't have to use up all your energy to get to where you want to be. I don't know if this is a very specific message, but you have to move, group 2. Yeah, you've been in a deep freeze for a while, but it's time to thaw out, is what I'm getting here. Go with the changes that are happening, because we do have the Tower card here. It's like if you don't get out of this deep freeze that you're in now, then it's like you'll be forced to. So it's better for you to move out before you are moved out, if that makes sense. You better move out before they move you out. And you're at a loose end. Wow. Yeah, I feel like I went off there. What was I saying before? So yeah, as I was saying before, yeah, you may fear about the journey ahead, but it needs to be done. To get yourself out there, the journey needs to happen. What was I going to say? It's not about when you get there, it's all about the journey of how you get to where you want to be and what can you learn from that. Wow, I'm getting an overflow of messages from group 1. Encouragement. The right people will come along and encourage you. Sometimes you need to encourage yourself, but then sometimes you need encouragement from others, just so that you can build yourself up, build up your self-esteem, your confidence. It's almost like you need your confidence. You need some confidence to put yourself out there, Magical Map Shifter. There's so many opportunities out there for you. So many different opportunities. But it's like you choose to stay still in a toxic environment, a toxic workspace, where there's just so much out there for you. Maybe you just choose to dream about it. But dreaming isn't good enough anymore. You need to go after it. Because in the long term, what you'll get is the Ten of Pentacles, more money, stability, strong foundations, maybe even in a family business. Things will never happen if you just dream of them. You have to put in the work. What's next in your career and finance is you putting in the work to get to where you want to be. No more dreaming. It's time to move. It's time to put yourself out there. Stop wasting your energy on the things that aren't fulfilling you, that don't really matter, and start putting your energy into what really matters for you, into what can sustain you in the long run, because this isn't very sustainable where you are right now. Don't overlook opportunities just because you're used to where you are right now. Because moving away from where you are right now will greatly improve your financial situation. Alright, so let's see. Let's use this. What's next in Group 2's career and finances? So we have anger. Even though you're bursting inside, you need to remain calm. Dig deep and find the strength to activate the self-control that lies within you. It's kind of like, with this lion, it's like you've chosen to stay silent. And maybe, you chose to stay where you are, stay silent, don't do anything too aggressive. But then on the inside, you're bursting. On the inside, you're having nightmares because you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be doing more, Group 2. And use this reading as confirmation that you need to get going, basically. Otherwise, you'll burst with the Tower card. Yeah, you'll burst. Ooh. Big messages. Commitment. Ask yourself the question you often ask everyone else. What do you need? Listen to the answer. Respond actively, committedly, as you do for others in your life. I'm going to answer this question for you. What you need to do is get moving, get a move on. That sounds really in your face, but it's what I'm seeing here is you holding it all in. You not going after what you want, holding it all in, visualizing it, dreaming of it, to the point where you burst, where your anger comes out. Maybe you'll be angry with yourself for not moving forward. You'll be angry with others because you're not moving forward. So you're putting your anger out on everyone else. And that's not a healthy place to be in. Don't give up. Don't give up on yourself, Group 1. Don't give up on your dreams, on your childhood dreams. Wow. Assuredness. It's time to challenge this situation and say, this is not good enough. Stand tall and take a stand. It's time to show the world just how damn tough you are. Show yourself how tough you are by going after your dreams. Oh, I'm really getting this big energy right now. It's like you need to build yourself up to move. These messages sound really dramatic as I'm talking, but these messages need to be heard, is what I'm getting here. And then we have daring. Find your voice and use it, nice and loud. Oh. Even if it makes you feel uncomfortable, if you don't use it now, nothing will change. If you don't move, nothing will change. You've been doing nothing, you've just been staying in the same situation and you're not moving. If you don't move, nothing will change. You'll just be stuck in your dreams, your childhood dreams. Whew. Wow, I just feel this sadness, like maybe you feel this inner sadness because you haven't moved for a while. Wow. Oh, group 2. Oh, where is this coming from? It's like you've buried it so deep, but it's like it will come out. It's like a volcano. It will just burst. The dam will burst. And that dam, that anger is regret. It's sadness for not moving for yourself, for not betting on yourself, for not putting yourself out there. You need to put yourself out there to advance in your career. Oh, wow. Okay, crown. Honor and respect will come to you. If you put yourself out there, the right people will come to you and they will honor you for being honest and going for what you want, as opposed to just sitting there doing nothing, dreaming that everything is with you, but it's not. It's just a dream. Oh. You have to respect yourself enough to go after what you want, your dream life, your dream career. Because I feel like this is about your whole life and not just your career. Maybe you just sit back and allow things to happen, even if it's toxic, where you can't allow this anymore. You're disrespecting yourself for doing that. Oh, gosh, group 2. Oh. Feel this really deeply. You need to pull yourself up and out of this situation that you find yourself in. Oh my gosh, tortoise, slowly but surely getting ahead. This is all about slow progress, as I was saying before with the Knight of Pentacles. You can slowly make your way there. I think that's what I said. I think I did mention the Knight of Pentacles. But you will get there slowly but surely. Yeah, with the mountain, you'll get there slowly but surely. There may be some windy roads, bad weather to get to where you want to be, storms up ahead, but that's a part of the process. Lightning, control your anger or you'll be sorry. It's almost like if you don't bet on yourself now, it will build up as anger inside of you. And you'll just be angry all the time, snapping at people because you didn't go after your dreams. You need to go after your dreams, group 2. Oh gosh, great. It's time to go out and have fun. Put yourself out there. It'll go much better than you would expect it to go. But you have to do it. We have the lightning card here. Lightning is very bright. You'll be shown the way. Your way is there right in front of you, but you choose not to take that road because maybe it's a long, windy road and it's like, oh, I can't be bothered for this. I'm just going to stay where I am right now. But it's not working. It won't work. Come on, group 2, go. Oh, then we have vulture, depression, anxiety, worry that someone is against you. 9 of Swords, there's that worry, depression, anxiety. You're going against yourself by staying where you are. You need to honor yourself and follow your dreams if you can. And if not, how can you get around it? Or how can you do something that's just as good as your childhood dreams or even just your dreams? Oh, group 2, this was very heavy. Oh, hope you're all okay, because it's like pushing everything down isn't helping at all. It's suppressing yourself, suppressing your true self. So this, what's next is going after the career that fits you, getting out of your head, getting out of your dreams and actually working towards your dreams slowly but surely. Wow, group 2. That was something. I'll just reread these messages and that'll be the end of your reading. I'm seeing kids around you. Maybe you'd like to be a nanny, a paediatrician, a midwife, a nursery nurse, anything to do with children. Or it'll be ideal for you to go back to revisit your childhood dreams. Have you fulfilled what you wanted to do? If not, what got in the way? Is it still possible to pursue this? How can you pursue it? Okay, group 2, that's what I'm seeing for you with these heavy messages. I'd like to say, I'm getting the message of sit with this reading, sit with these messages, and how does it feel to you? How does it feel that you've been holding off on moving towards what you want to do for yourself as a career? And what will be your steps forward? How can you move forward in that way? Alright, group 2, so that's what I'm seeing for you. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi group 3, welcome to your reading. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, tell me what you thought of this reading, and subscribe to see more from me. And if you'd like more in-depth personal reading, my Calendly link is in the description box. So just click on that if you'd like a reading. But if you can't find a time that's right for you, just email me or DM me on Instagram so that we can talk through a time that's right for the both of us. Alright, so group 3. This is what's next in your career and finance. So I wrote down some messages before I started recording, and the messages were really coming through. I was getting loads of visions. So for you, I was seeing a tree. Okay, but first, if you don't resonate with these messages that I wrote down, because they're very specific, then continue on to the reading with the cards. But I will be integrating what I wrote with the cards. Okay, so group 3, I'm seeing a tree. This could mean going into a family business or starting your own family business, something that will stand the test of time. Make sure you don't rush to get things started up. After all trees that stand the test of time has the deepest roots. Oh, so family may be a big point in your career or starting your career. It could be that to start with, your business or whatever you're working on now, it may seem like it could just be the one thing, it could just be for this life, but it may turn into something bigger in the future, and it can go on for generations to come. Oh wow, that was a really deep message, but it can grow. There's many different paths to what you can do. So say you're a builder and you start a little company building houses, but then you think to yourself, oh, houses need to be furnished, so I'm gonna create a furnishing company. So then you do that. Oh, furniture needs boxes to be stored in once you move, so I'm just going to create some kind of business to store your stuff in. But I hope that makes sense, but that's the kind of message that I'm getting here. Really random visions I'm getting lately, but yeah. So we have the 10 of Wands and the Knight of Chalices. You're really putting the work in right now. Just be careful not to exhaust yourself. Yeah, exhaust yourself with the Five of Wands. Because there may be a lot going on right now. And it's kind of like slow down a bit, like the Hanged Man here. Yeah, a lot going on with the Seven of Chalices. You're connecting with many different people with the Knight of Chalices. But you have to slow down so that things can settle down. Maybe you've been working and working and working and not seeing results. Well, you're not seeing results because you're working and working when all you need to do is just hang back a bit. Let things settle. Let people see what you're putting out there. You have to rest as well so that you can put your best foot forward. Okay, because I'm getting here, if you don't rest, then how are people supposed to get the best of you? How can you put yourself out there when you're exhausted? You won't be able to come up with new ideas. You won't be able to go the long haul. Because as I wrote here, a tree that stands the test of time has deeper roots. Trees know how to let go. And you need to know how to let go right now and just hang back and wait for things to happen, or wait for things to settle down. Just wait, because there's just a lot of conflict, a lot of contrasting energies maybe, and it's like slow it down so that the right people can come in. Maybe you're entertaining the wrong sorts of people and they put their issues onto you, and then you take that along with your own stuff, and that can lead to burnout. So it's like slow down before you burn yourself out. Wow, sorry about that, group 3. I didn't realise my phone stopped recording. It was overheating, so it stopped recording. So I'll just try and remember what I was saying. Yeah, so avoiding burnout, because it may seem like you keep going and going and going, and then you're burning out, but you keep going through that burnout. And it's time to cut that out with the Ace of Swords. Because as well, once you do cut that out, once you do notice the signs of burnout, then you can drop everything that you need to drop. So therefore you can get yourself into a better headspace. You can be much sharper. You need to be more honest with yourself. You need to stop taking on your responsibilities, stop taking on other people's responsibilities, and focus on you, even though it may cause some form of dramas here. Maybe you can't just say I need time off work, but it's for your own mental health and your energetic health, if that's such a thing. Well, it is a thing right now, as we're talking about it right now, but still. What else did I say? I don't know what I was saying before, but let's see what other messages we have. Oh, 10 of Wands again. All that heaviness. You're feeling heavy right now, group 1. You're taking on too much. Or maybe you're nearly at the end of the road and that's why you are taking on too much. Even if you are at the end of the road, you need to take a different path for a bit to just chill. Okay, I remember what I was saying. So if you need to just sit on your settee and watch films, make yourself a nice meal, just so that you can take your mind off all of this baggage, all of this heaviness that's going on right now. Because you have to find a way to, you have to honour yourself. Honour yourself, group 3. And then we have the Page of Swords. Wow, yes. Honour your emotional body. When you're feeling like you're at the stage of burnout, when you start to feel heavy, when you start to feel, oh, I can't go on, but I'm going to keep pushing, That's the time to pull back. Group 3. Listen to yourself. Wow. Because I'm just getting here that maybe you love to work as well, or there's just a lot of pressure from your boss to work. You're hurting yourself by doing all of this work. And then the High Priestess. Alright. You need to start listening to yourself and trusting yourself. The first sign of burnout, it's like, no, I'm putting down everything, I'm walking away for a while, I'm resting, I am recuperating, and I will be back. I'll be back, as Arnold Schwarzenegger says. I will be back in a fresh headspace, feeling fresh. Give yourself time is the message I'm getting here. Alright, so these are very specific messages. So what's next in your career is you taking rest, taking breaks, trusting yourself, trusting your emotional space, your energetic space, and not taking on too much like you usually do, and taking on others' responsibilities too. You can always say no. Start saying no, that's what's coming up as well. Okay, so let's see what we have here. We have cleaning house. Yes, you need to do some form of decluttering. You need to let go of some of the baggage. It's all about not doing the most. Do less so that you can get more. Yeah, do less so that you can get more, so that you can do more in the future if you need to. It's like you'll have extra energy in the bank to push forward. And then we have solitude. Take some time for yourself. It's time to look after yourself. Maybe you're a workaholic, okay? Maybe you're a workaholic and you don't know how to relax, how to take time off for yourself. But you need to. That's your next mission. Take time for yourself. Take some time off. Go home. Be comfortable at home. Watch TV at home. Clean your house. Cleaning house card we have here. Maybe there's too much in your space and you can't concentrate. Maybe you work from home and the mess around your space is making your work so much harder than it needs to be. Make things easier for you. Making a choice. Oh, you have a choice to make. Yeah, okay. Okay, you can decide to keep moving, keep pushing, burning yourself out, or you can learn to take care of yourself even more. Or maybe it's time to go into studying for some of you, with the Page of Swords and the Ace of Swords, plus the making a choice to which university to go to, which college to go to, whatever it is for you. But I feel like studying will help advance you in your career or in the future. Okay, so we have solitude. We have the 10, which is basically number 1. Then we have the High Priestess, the Page of Swords, the Queen of Cups, the 10 of Wands again. So it's like there's a lot that's really signaling you need to make choices alone. It's like, what's the question of what's next in my career? It's not, no one can help you with this. Yeah, you can go to a professional to get advice, but ultimately the decision is in your hands. Interesting messages. daring, find your voice and use it nice and loud, even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. If you don't use it now, nothing will change. Say no to people. If you work with people who like to put their responsibilities onto you, it's like, no, do it yourself. It's your job, so you can do it yourself. And even if that makes you feel uncomfortable, it's for your own well-being. It's for you to really honour your emotional space, your mental health, your energetic space. Caution, there is no truth behind this farce. Be wary of smoke and mirrors. Look closer and the illusion will soon melt away, revealing a sanctuary where only truth remains. Speak your truth. Group 3, that is a really big message here. Cut people off or cut people down when they expect you to do things that you don't want to be doing at work. Because it's not on you, it's their thing to do, not yours. Okay, so I'm getting know what's yours and what's everyone else's. It's like creating those boundaries. Create boundaries, group 3, at work. Faith. Loving and then letting go is not only one of the most challenging things to do, it's also the bravest. Take big deep breaths and know this is right. Wow. It's brave to say no. It's brave to speak your truth, but you have to do it for your own mental health at work, for your own energetic health at work, and for your own emotional well-being at work as well. Creativity. There are ways of dealing with this situation without giving away your power. Think of creative methods in which you can be heard and maintain your dignity. Wow, yes. Think of creative ways to say no. If they don't take no as an answer, how can... Okay, I'm getting a message of learn to speak other people's languages. How do they speak to you? How do they speak to others? And put on the characteristics of others when they come to you to offload on you. Because sometimes no isn't enough. Some people can't take no for an answer, group 3. And you need to get your voice heard. You need to be heard with the Ace of Swords. You need to cut it all out. Wow. Ooh. So let's see these last cards. So we have Horseshoe, good luck. Luck is on your side. We have December. So something may happen that's good for you in December, because I am recording this in September. So maybe December, maybe you'll have maybe that's a pinnacle time for, okay, maybe this is a test for you, December time. It's like, because December time, that's when things ramp up at work, because we're nearing Christmas time in December, and it's like there's more shifts maybe, and it's like, oh, can you work this time, can you work that time, but you're exhausted, but you've had enough of work, you need rest. It'll be like a test for you to say no, or just maybe next time. But you need to think of yourself at work, group 3. Tense temporary situation. Being burnt out and working through burnout may seem like forever. But when you're burnt out and you take a rest, it's only temporary. Then you can get back on your feet. Man, dealings or relationship with a man. So maybe your boss is a man and you're dealing with this person. Maybe this is the person who puts all those shifts on you, who puts all these responsibilities on you, and it's time to say no. Key successful outcome to your problem. You can easily say no. That can really solve all your issues. Because once you put your foot down, That's it. You've solved some of your problems. And then what can you do after that? When you say no, you can do so much more. Wow. So what's next for you in your career? It's being able to turn down shifts because you're exhausted. It's noticing the signs of burnout and pulling yourself back, going home to rest on your own. Maybe studying so that you can go into the career that you actually want. And cleaning your space if you work from home, just so that it's less clutter and more productivity. Oh, wow, okay, group 3. So that's what I'm seeing for you. I'll just reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group 3, I'm seeing a tree. This could mean going into a family business or starting your own family business. Something that will stand the test of time. Make sure you don't rush to get things started up. After all, a tree that stands the test of time has deeper roots. Alright, so thank you for watching group 3. That was your reading. So yeah, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next reading. Bye! Hi group 4, welcome to your reading. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to support my channel and to see more from me, alright? So this is your what's next in your career and finance reading. So before I started shuffling, I wrote down some messages. If you don't resonate with these messages, feel free to go onto the cards, but I will be integrating what I wrote in the cards. Yeah, so I saw so many random visions. My visions are just picking up lately, so I'll just do my best to decipher what I wrote. So group 4, I felt things speed up. I started talking with this group while I was writing, and I talked faster and faster. Very excited energy. What lights you up inside? What are you curious about? Maybe it's time to do that. It seems like you have a gift or something you are meant to be doing. Find your own way doing that. Find your own way doing that because you'll live an exciting and fulfilling life. Oh, beautiful group 4. I don't know why, but I was getting the words Gemini and Sagittarius. You don't have to be those signs, but that's the kind of energy I was getting. Being multifaceted, being adventurous, being curious, doing stuff like that, going from one thing to the other until it's like, okay, this is my thing. What else did I write? Because I'm getting here, you have to be in the right space so that you can thrive. You have to be working the right job so that you can thrive. And if that means going in one job and quitting and then going on to the next job and feeling like, okay, this doesn't fit me, or I've learned all that I needed to learn, it's time to move on, then do that. I'm just getting, don't feel like you have to be tied down because that's what society thinks of that you should do. Just because your family are like, oh, why don't you settle down into a job? You need to save, you need to buy a house, you need to do this, you need to do that. And it's like, oh yeah, cut it out with the Ace of Swords. I can't take that burden. It's too burdenous for me to be doing that. Yeah, you're waiting for the right opportunity. Like you're willing to put yourself into a position where maybe your finances are dwindling, but then you can't sacrifice your energetic well-being for a job that isn't fulfilling you, if that makes sense. Yeah, all right. So let's see, we have Judgment. Oh, there's that constantly going into something and then constantly coming out of it as someone different, someone refreshed, someone as someone who has learned something new because they're in coffins. It's like life leaves them, their soul transcends, and then their soul goes into another body. So it's like you go from one job, and then it's like you feel like your soul is leaving your body because you're not happy there, and then you decide to find another job. Okay, I'm gonna go to this job now. It's the same thing. So it's like find what really resonates with you as a person. You're going through all of this because you need to find what resonates with you. What kind of job resonates with you? Four of Wands, stability, strong foundations. You need to live a life worth celebrating. You need to work a job worth celebrating. You need to have exciting times at work. You need to do something that lights you up, that speaks to you. Wow. Wow, this is a very strong reading. Knight of Swords. The King of Swords. And the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, so we have the Knight of Swords, the King of Swords in between the Knight of Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. So I'm kind of getting from this that you may want to move very quickly onto the next thing, because you're very curious. You know that what fits you is out there for you, but you're willing to move. And it's like you have this, maybe a father figure, maybe you're a family member that's like, no, you need to slow down. You need to stop what you're doing and find something that's stable, that's really a long-term kind of focus. But I feel like you need to have more of a career that's mentally stimulating. I am seeing with the Knight of Pentacles you'll find that. But you need to keep going through your options. You need to go through each option and see what fits with you before settling down in a career or a job that's for you. Interesting. What's next in group 4's career and finance? The Knight of Cups. I'm getting here that you keep going through a rebirth. Because you don't want to be in the same place too long. It's just like you have itchy feet and you need to keep going. So what's next in your career is you keep on exploring until you find something that's worth settling down for. It's finding the excitement at work, finding something that lights you up inside, something that makes you excited. So we have the Hangman, waiting for the right opportunities, the Page of Swords, feeling curious and learning as you go along, learning from each job that you go into. Or maybe you're going into studying a craft or something like that. I'm just getting that this will be a long process for you until you find something that's worth settling down for. I feel like a card is missing. I'm seeing that you will find something that's worth settling down for. You will find something that has longevity, that has stability. It's coming towards you with this Empress card, with plenty of opportunity, with so much that's beneath the surface of this stable job, this stable income. It's somewhere you can grow. you can keep growing. This job doesn't have a ceiling, so it's like you do one thing and then there's something else that you can do in this job, and then there's something else that you can do. So there's so many different opportunities from this new opportunity, this fresh, something that's made for you, something that's meant for you, with financial progression, you increase in your pay, something that will allow you to grow as a person, to flourish. Because with the Four of Wands as well, there's so much to celebrate about this job. There's so much life to it. Yeah, there's so much life. Maybe it's in a creative field, because we do have the Empress, which is all about creation, creativity. So what will you be creating in this work? Maybe you're just a creative person and you need to use your hands. But I'm just getting strong Gemini vibes here, as I wrote down, or as I said. What's next in group 4's career? Okay, so we have the Stuck in the Mud card. So it's like, as you start to feel stuck in a job, don't be afraid to shake things up a bit. Don't be afraid to move forward in your career, in a job, because stuckness isn't the right thing for you. You're not thriving when you're stuck. You're not elevating, you're not transcending. You need excitement in your workplace. And that will allow you to live an exciting life, because you won't feel drained from this career or job that you'll be getting into. You don't want to live a job that's live a life that's draining, because of course our life revolves around work. We have to work to move up in life, to move forward in life, and you don't want to feel like you're stuck, because then that's like a flaw in the system, a flaw in the, I'm getting cogs, turning cogs. It's like a flaw in the cogs. It's like something getting caught in the cogs and you can't function correctly. But when you keep moving on to find what's best for you, that's the best thing for you. Dry desert, even if it seems like you're in a tough path, because you have to move on. I don't feel like you do well with boredom, and that's a good thing. That allows you to move on, even though it may seem a bit difficult. Rescue and solitude. You're not afraid to be out here alone. Maybe you work for yourself, or maybe that's something that's you're going to get into. But then also I'm getting like you need to be around people, because they give you life. I'm hearing you give me life. Oh baby, you give me life. Oh yeah. I kind of wrote that song out of a meditation. That's random that I started singing that. But when I saw this rescue card, it's like maybe you'll have someone to work with and they're not here yet. Maybe your business partner, someone you're working with, isn't here yet. So you're out here alone, doing it all alone until they find you, and then you can work together to create something that's worthwhile. And this person gives you life, just as your work gives you life. Oh wow, that's a powerful message right there, group 4. But for now, it's just what's next in your career. It's keep moving from one job to the other. until you find something that you can settle down in. If you need to study until this person comes in where you both work together as business partners, I feel like that's a specific message. Oops, okay, there we go. Breathe, take a few deep breaths and accept that some things just don't make much sense. Soon enough, everyone will come to their senses to see the situation for what it is. Maybe it's taking you some time to accept that you're not meant for just one workplace, to spend years at a workplace. That's just not you. You're a free spirit, okay? That's what I'm hearing. It may not make much sense to anyone else, but maybe it makes sense to you because you are that free spirit. You're making these moves for yourself, which is good. Frustration. Your frustration is not a wasted energy if it is channeled positively to create a better outcome for yourself. Embrace frustration and work with it, not against it. You need to work with this regeneration process. You need to work with this, I need to keep bouncing around different job to job, because it's leading you to where you need to be. Maybe it can be a bit frustrating at times, or maybe other people are frustrated, but you can't listen to them and you can't, sit with the frustration, but channel it in a positive way. Strength. You need to stand up and have an opinion, because in this case, yours is the only one that counts. This decision will have long-term effects on your future. Yeah. From you deciding to go job to job, it's having a strong effect on your future. So you'll be finding what's truly for you. All of this moving from the one job to the next is to find what's best for you in the long run. Decisions. It's your decision whether you keep this up or let it go, but continuing will not change the circumstances or outcome. You have to make these decisions for yourself. You can't wait around for someone to say, oh, you're sacked, you're fired, because you're stuck. When you feel stuck, you have to make the decision to free yourself from this boring job, basically. Ladder, climbing towards success. Yeah, I'm seeing that you will be successful, but these steps to get to where you feel that you should be, I don't know if you feel that you should be moving on because there's something bigger out there for you, but these small steps will lead to something bigger. Oh, my belly. Oops. Hills, obstacles to overcome. These jobs are nothing but obstacles, but you learn from these obstacles. They're a learning curve. Bell, announcement. When you feel like alarm bells are ringing, when you feel stuck, then that's when it's time to move on. And then jug, light-hearted, carefree time. Yeah, you need to feel like you're free wherever you go, wherever you're working. You need to feel like you can have a good time instead of feeling stuck. You need to feel like your potential is being utilized, because as I wrote down here, you have so much that you can be doing. It seems like you have a gift or something you're meant to be doing. Find your own way. Yeah, you need to utilize your potential and do what you're meant to be doing. Find what you're meant to be doing. Oh, wow. Alright, group 4, so that's what I'm seeing for you about what's next in your career and finance. I'll just reread these messages and that will be the end of your reading. So group 4, I felt things speed up. I started talking with this group and I talked faster and faster. Very excited energy. What lights you up inside? What are you curious about? Maybe it's time to do that. It seems like you have a gift or something you are meant to be doing. Find your own way doing that because you'll live an exciting, fulfilling life. That's really nice, group 4. Alright, so that's the end of your reading. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next reading. Bye!